important to me because we're going to do three things today. We're going to honor dads. We're going to talk about masculine and feminine roles. And we're going to talk about masculine and feminine principles. But first we got to honor the dads. So I can't really honor the dads without having some light on the dad's life. So if you consider yourself a dad in any way, shape, or form, father, grandfather, great-grandfather, male, female, pet daddy, whatever, stepdaddy, any kind of dad, if you feel like you are a dad, a father, will you please stand up and let us light a candle for you. Stand up, dads, come on. Stand up. Becky, you need to stand up because you've gotten Father's Day cards before. All right. So we honor all the fathers in every way, shape, or form with this light. So let's just, all of us sitting down, let's just say all to them, thank you for what you have given. Thank you for what you have given. We honor you on Father's Day. We honor you on Father's Day. Wonderful. So along with honoring fathers, you know, I always also have to acknowledge the pain that sometimes comes with that as well. Because what I know in my line of work is that not everybody had a great father. Not everybody got to even know their father. So in my heart, I wish we all had a father that said, I'll stand by you, won't let nobody hurt you. I would like to have everybody have that kind of dad. You have that kind of spiritual dad, so to speak. But if you didn't have that kind of human dad, we acknowledge that too. So for those of you who might be feeling a little about Father's Day, just love yourself. Just love yourself. Just know within you that you've got all that you need, even if you didn't have what you would have liked to have. And take it in from Andrea singing her song and from everything we do here. The spirit inside of you won't let nobody hurt you. Kind of hold that in. So I acknowledge both sides of the Father's Day story, whatever that is for you. It's okay to be with it, however it is. I want to read one more thing about Father's Day. This is called The Strength of a Man, and it really sets up where I'm going with this talk. The strength of a man isn't seen in the width of his shoulders. It's in the width of his arms that encircle you. The strength of a man isn't in the deep tone of his voice. It's in the gentle words he whispers. The strength of a man isn't how many buddies he has. It's how good a buddy he is with his own children. The strength of a man isn't in how respected he is at work. It's in how respected he is at home. The strength of a man isn't in how hard he hits. It's in how tender he touches. The strength of a man isn't in the hair on his chest. It's in his heart that lies within his chest. This is what I mean by recreating the masculine. The things that came second, the arms encircling you, the gentle words of whisper, the being respected at home, the tender touch, and the heart within. That's where this is heading with the idea of recreating the masculine. Our culture, I'm sure you've noticed, has very strong ideas about what masculine, and by implication, feminine, what that is. So just take a minute and think, okay, when you think about masculine, in a culture, not necessarily here in this church, because we already kind of have reframed it, but when we think about our culture and the messages, when you hear masculine or manly, what comes to mind? I want to ask you, what comes to mind? You hear masculine or manly, when you think about the role, what do you think of?
Strength.
Strength?
Take charge.
Take charge?
Assertive.
What was that one?
Assertive.
Assertive. Dependable.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Football.
Football. Yeah, I was going to say sports in general, right? You think of sports.
Provider.
Provider. What else?
Protector.
Protector. Won't let nobody hurt you. Right? Protector. What else? How about don't show your feelings? No. Men, right? Men, you've been taught, don't show your feelings, don't cry. Don't hug other men. Yeah, because less somebody might think something, right? Yeah. What else? How about your build? Scrawny, muscular. Scrawny guys aren't manly, right? If you're too skinny, you're not manly. You gotta be studly, you gotta have guns on your arm. What about your boys? It's a rite of passage when you're 12, right? You get to crackle and pop and then you get a deep voice. It's manly. What else? Anything else? How about you gotta know how to fix everything? So the men in the room, probably some of these describe you and probably some of these don't, huh? Okay, so my dad, he couldn't fix everything. My dad was a brainiac. He was an engineer. The things, the mechanical things in our household to fix, not so much. He didn't really fit that whole picture. Don't show emotions. You know, these are the things that the culture kind of says. Strength and all these things that you mentioned. And by implication then, if you are a man who doesn't meet up to those things, then you're kind of shunned for not being manly enough. And on the other hand, if you're a woman who does show some of these things, you're not feminine enough. Right? So how dare a woman show any kind of masculine traits? And how dare a man not be able to do all those things you just said? It's in our culture, and it's changing, thank goodness. But it still kind of hangs out in our collective consciousness. Okay, so then there's me. And I very much have a tendency to resist the labels. To resist the boxes, to resist the category. I don't think it's rebellious. I think it's just, who said? Who said? All my life, I can trace back to a little kid. Who said? I've been asking that question. Whatever our cultural and societal norms are, who said? It's just flashed in my head. I wasn't planning to say this, but I'm going to. When I was 7 years old, we lived on a cul-de-sac close to LAX. And for one particular Christmas, me and my neighborhood boy, his name was Val, we both got bikes for Christmas. And it was sometime after Christmas, I don't know, a couple months, so the weather was kind of nice. And he was out there riding his bike, and so was I, just riding around our cul-de-sac. We're 7, and he didn't have his shirt on. And something in me said, why do I have to have my shirt on? Who said? I was 7, I was a 2nd grader. Who said that? I can't. My chest doesn't look any different than his chest. I was 7. So I ran in, told my mother what I was doing, took my shirt off, and went out riding my bike with no top on. Because who said that I have to have my shirt on? When there was nothing there anyway, just like him. So I've been asking that question since the time I was a little kid. You know, I get it, once you hit puberty, it changes things, but when you're 7, I was, again, not so much rebellious, it's just that I don't want to be put in the box. So I can trace all kinds of places of my life where I've been asking in one way, shape, or form that question about our cultural norms. Who said? I resist the labels. I know that labels and definitions absolutely provide us communication tools. I love that part of it, right? Because we have to be able to talk to each other to know what we mean. So if I say, oh, this person has on a very masculine or feminine outfit, it creates an image. You know what I'm talking about, right? More feminine outfits are going to be more flowy and, you know, a more tailored suit. All right, great. I love communication tools. But when they are put in rigid boxes, it becomes very limiting for all of us. It becomes limiting for men, for the women, for masculine, for feminine. It becomes limited. And people don't belong in boxes. People belong free in the world, not boxes. There's too much damage done by putting people in boxes. And I, for one, don't want you to put you in a box. It just becomes stifling. So today it's about let's recreate the masculine. Let's recreate, let's redefine it. Which means we're also recreating and redefining the feminine along the way because they go together. You know, the yin-yang symbol is the big round symbol. And in the middle it has kind of a paisley looking thing. One side's dark and one side's white. It represents masculine, feminine, hot, cold, up and down. The seeming opposites. The Taoist tradition is where that comes from. And the Taoists, Lao Tzu was way